Hey guys, this is Kelly, RC Mechanic, and the SCX10 clone here. There's a couple things I'm hoping to do today, and one of them would be on the mount for the new scale transmission. You can see that this air bracket goes up all the way on the right side, but on the left side, hopefully you can see that, it only goes there. Alright, so in order to have enough support for the shock towers right here, they go right there, I'm going to need something to back that, and I was considering like using washers, but that seemed kind of hokey to me, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to take this original brace right here, I'm going to cut this side off and measure and cut this right off right here, and just kind of piece it in there. Okay, so that should give the shock towers enough support, and hopefully it won't go anywhere and like, you know, twist and turn, you know, do its thing. So that's the one thing that I'm hoping to do in this session, and the next one would be right here where the transmission mounts. The mounting for the new transmission is on this side, so I'm gonna have to flip this over 180 and get that to work. So let's hope we can get all that done today. And I still do not know what to call this project, and I'm pretty sure that the Dodge body is not going back on it. Most likely going to be something else. So if you have any suggestions on that, you know, please feel free to let me know. And but for now, I'm going to go ahead and cut this bracket right here and see where we end up. Alright, so I don't know where I left off. I have a brand new camera, and I cannot figure out how to replay where I left off. So I'm just going to tell you guys where I'm at right now. So right now on the scale transmission, I had to put some washers in here because this was not made up with the holes that were given. I don't think that's going to be a really big problem, but I just want to let you all know that if you ever get this SSD and you have this clone chassis, you may want to consider that. And I also had to move this from over here to over here, and to make that work. Alright, so thinking I was going to avoid a crossover on the drive shaft, I guess I was wrong. Alright, so you look at the front drive shaft and it crosses over quite a bit, right? And this is supposed to be made for a SCX10. Yeah. However, I do like the rear driveline angle. I mean, the rear driveline angle right here is really good. I mean, it's not really, you know, when it's, you know, it's really good. So everything is hooked up. I didn't do a bunch of this stuff on camera because it took me like 7 ways from Sunday to figure out how to get this thing to work. Like any kind of modification you do to an RC, it may not work exactly like you think. Okay, this bolt right here for the one trailing arm or link, I had to mount it in reverse so that the bolt would not dig into the drive shaft right here. just something I had to do. So that's why the nut is on the outside. Other things I can see there's going to be a problem now that I've changed this is this. Alright, so the servo mounted on the axle is not going to work very well. You know? I mean, I'll get... There, let's get that foam out of there. Alright. And that out of there. And that out of there. And that out of there. Come on. Alright. So, I will get quite a bit of flex, but it's still going to hit the motor right now. So, not necessarily going to put a panhard bar on here, but I do believe we need to have a chassis mounted servo. Move that servo up here, right? If I have to build a bracket or whatever, I mean, I'm going to have to do it. I looked into the builder's kit, and they have a bracket that looks like something that might work. And that would be this one right here. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. This one right here will just, you know, will just sit. But then I have to give up my bumper, right? So if I don't go changing bodies, I have to give up my bumper. I don't want to give up my bumper. I like my bumper. Well, I may be left with no choice but to build something. So, anyway, just keep in mind that if you're doing any kind of a modification to an RC, whether it be an SCX10, SCX10 clone, SCX10-2, or whatever it is you're working on, it may not work out exactly on paper like it does in real life. Okay? I mean, short of my shocks are completely out of oil, you know, this still has massive articulation, so, I mean, massive. You know? But I don't like the servo hitting the motor, so gonna have to do something different with that. Maybe I'll dig into the builder's kit and see what the links are like on that, and we'll go from there, you know. I plan on replacing this right here anyway, and steering was going to be my next issue that I work on for this truck. So, you know, stick around, I guess, for part 3. Part 3 might be pretty interesting. That'd be like solving that steering problem and getting, you know, finding a place for the receiver and everything else that's on the truck now that we displaced it. So hey, this is RC Mechanic. I just want to tell you, you can find me on Instagram as rc.mechanic, and hopefully I'll see you there. I'll see you next time.